As we all know, we get older in this life. So first we were kids, and then we grow up, and then get older. So the questions, they're just popping like popcorn, like popcorn in your head. You want to know answers, you just want to understand what reality really is. What is your feelings, what is it all about? We don't get all these answers, we don't have this like immediately. We cannot achieve it. Even the most advanced scientists cannot give us those answers, but we do want to know what is magnetism, what is space, what is energy. How do you define energy? How do you know it's energy? If I do my hand like this and then my other hand I don't do like this, do you see my hand like an energy? But like this, you have this energy now. You see, you feel this energy now. And now I do my hand away. You felt energy about this hand, but not about this hand. It's quite difficult, complicated to understand. But it's also tiny, like not like electricity. If you touch the electricity, don't do that. If you touch the electricity, you will feel like the whole body of yours start to shake. Start to shaking. You feel like somebody pushing you. We want to see some kind of energy like this. We don't want to feel this emptiness in this space. If I do like this, you feel just emptiness. You feel empty. Everybody can do that. Everybody can do like this. So why do we just get these questions from heavens, from earth? Why? Why it's not only life? What I mean, what do I want to say? Why we not see only rocks in this life? Only air, only nature? No. We see rocks, we see water, we see space, and we say life. What is life then exactly? What is really then life? If we say rocks and water together, water and rocks, earth and rocks, trees and clouds, and we say life. Why do we do that? All these mathematic solutions. It looks like somebody, some kind of higher mind, said that I developed it all like this. So you will say it together. You will say water, you will say clouds, you will say rocks, you will say trees, and then you will say life. But you can add those things if you like to. You can say it together or apart. These things just keep happening over and over again, and this brings your concentration to all the small details in this world. You start to feel much closer to those details. It's like you start to running with some kind of device, but it's invisible. You're holding this device next to you, but it's invisible. So we get some kind of device, but it's invisible. We cannot touch this device. We cannot really say how it looks like. But every time, every day, while we get older, these questions, this atmosphere, and we realize that we want to ask a question, but we have to compare things. We have to share things. We have to see our thoughts first and say directly, do I really see a rock? Do I really see a wall? Do I really see a spider? Once you see this in your thoughts, it's correctly. Once you don't see it in your thoughts, it's all blurry. You don't see it all. You don't see consciously. You don't realize them. Just like what I said now. If I say just words by word, and they're not gonna have they're not gonna be combined. They're not gonna be. They're gonna deny each other. I mean, if I'm gonna just say word by word, it's gonna be like this: football, cars, trees, clouds, and it's all just over and over again the same words. But once you start to hear the meaning, why do we need cars? And I say this with words: why do we need cars? You start to hear and realize with your consciousness. So it's really fast happening in our minds. And these questions we want to know, why do we see it so fast? 1 + 1 is 2. So fast. Eventually we get 4. Because think, 1 + 1 we get 2. 1 plus 1, 2, 4. Why those things happening? And if you think further, it's eternity. I get 10, 20, 100, million, and it's just eternity. You cannot stop that. But you can focus yourself on a detail. 1 plus 1 is 2 or 4. You just can come back with those systems. If you use these systems, you can come back eventually, again and again, back where you were and start again. Who developed such a system? A higher mind? Answers that we need in this life. So if you ask yourself, if you just stop for a moment and you just look, you realize this world is full of systems, some kind of programs. And you also realize you cannot touch it. You cannot touch it. You cannot touch this empty space. It's like you see a rock, and around the rock is empty space. You cannot touch this empty space. But in this empty space, you see this rock. Do you realize that? You do realize that. But you cannot touch that empty space, but you can touch the rock. Can you touch then the rock? Again, systems. So many programs. That's mind-boggling. You go into eternity like this. So that was my tale about experience in life. I'm 28 years old. If you have any questions, you can write down below. If you have any psychological questions, just pop it. Ask whatever you want. We'll get through. Because you have to see the systems. You using systems. It's all around us. Thank you for listening. Bye.